Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all come on in. Hope y'all can hear me. I'm just setting up. We're coming down here by the pond to have a conversation. Sad chat with Coach Nye. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Just having a conversation. Nothing major, nothing too much. This is our weekday chats. Our weekday chats. All right. Come on in. Anyway, so as people join, I'm Coach Nye. I'm a life coach. I'm an author. I am a personal trainer. I am here to help you stay in alignment, right? Operate your purpose, teach you how to love yourself, how to heal yourself, how to heal from the wounds and heal from the things that kept you bound to not moving forward, kept you bound to the hurt, kept you bound to the pain. My job is to help you identify and process that in a different light, right? Stop processing it in the way of hurt, right? Stop thinking with your hurt mindset. Stop hearing with your hurt ear. Stop operating through life from the viewpoint of hurt. That is my job. And that's what I come on to teach you guys. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So we come by the pond, which I think I'm gonna stop coming by the pond because that sun be tearing me up. I usually come on around 4 or 5 or something like that. And that sun be tearing me up. I wonder what's going on here. I don't have any deliveries. So yeah. So I had a great weekend. My weekend started with, family coming in. My family came down to visit. Also on top of that, my son graduated. That's what they came down for. So big ups to him. He graduated. He graduated early. He graduated back in December, but he got to walk in May. So that's what my dude did. I'm super proud of him. I am a proud mom, having a proud mom moment. Now, this week, I am getting everything prepared for the big showdown cookout that we're going to do for him, and family is going to come down this weekend. So I'm trying to stay consistent with coming on here this week, even though I got a million things I got going on. My job is you guys first, you know what I mean? My family's always going to come first, but my thing is I have to continue to let me see what's going on here, because this B is just determined to get onto this live. He wants y'all to see him. So I'm going to go ahead and move over here. Maybe he's still going to come. Hey, Ty. Hey, guys, come on in. So anyway, and also before we get started, I want to let you guys know what up, Hank? Everything's going good. But listen, before we get started, I want to put this out here because I forget to promote myself. I promote everybody else, but I forget to promote myself. If you have not got your book, get your book. It's called Trinity Walk to Self-Love. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Barnes & Nobles. And you can get it in Walmart website. So check that out. It's a journal to help you along your self-love journey. And right now I'm in the process of completing the workbook so you guys can do what you need to do, help you heal in that aspect, right? So also, I'm doing life coaching. The first session is free. So I'm going to put that out there. That's something that I like to do because I may not be a good fit for you, but I want to make sure that you get the help that you need. And I'm going to refer you to someone that can help you in your needs. So that is the whole purpose of me doing the first session free. It's not about the money. It's not about, because that's going to come anyway, because I'm chosen. God is going to bless me regardless. I'm blessed. I don't chase a bag chases me. And that's how I teach you guys. When you change your mindset, you don't have to work hard. I don't come on here all day. I don't do the whole let me, get on live all day. That's chasing a bag. And that's because I'm not operating in my purpose. Anytime that you have to work super hard, let me explain something to you, and hear me well. Anytime that you find yourself hours and hours and hours of doing something, chasing on live, trying to get the followers, I don't have a lot of followers, but I'll tell you one thing, I do not chase a bag. The bag finds me because it's my inheritance. What is my inheritance? It's my spiritual inheritance. What is spiritual inheritance? Well, I'm going to tell you what that is. Spiritual inheritance is what you were born to have. You were born with these things. You were destined for those things. Just like I say with the mustard seed, right? As small as a mustard seed, they said, believe as small as a mustard seed. So in that mustard seed, as I keep explaining to you guys, in that mustard seed, it is already destined to be what it's going to be. Meaning that all you have to do is water it, and it's going to be the 10-foot tree, or maybe a 5-foot tree, or maybe have 12 branches, or maybe have 20 branches. What I'm trying to tell you, that it is in you. All you have to do is water it. Meaning, operate. So if I'm just sitting around here with all these creative gifts, God bless me with the gift. The gift is within me. The gift is me. I am the product. I am the product. So if God bless me that I can get out here and teach you how to be a better version of yourself, not to be like me, not to be like somebody else, how to activate what's already in you. If God bless me with the skill to do that and I'm not doing it, see, I don't have to worry about I'm being sought after. I don't have to worry about I got to look and do this so I can have a collaboration. I'm being sought after because where I need to be, God is going to place me where I need to be, regardless of what I got going on, as long as I'm operating in my purpose. See, for a long time, I've always operated in my purpose. My purpose, I thought my purpose was just to always help people. And yeah, that's a little bit to it, but it's a little bit more than that. So let's talk about that. So yeah, I like to help people, but I was not operating in my purpose. I was operating in my passion. My passion was just to help in any way that I can, which causes you to get used, which causes you to get ran over, which causes people to take from you, which causes all this hurt and pain because you just want to help people, because you got this burning desire to show love and to help people because you think that that's your purpose. No, baby, that's your passion. See, my purpose was to help people in a different way, in God's way, meaning to teach you how to love yourself, and he'll do the rest. If I teach you how to love yourself, right, then he'll do the rest. What does that mean? Once you learn to love yourself, you'll understand how to love God. You can't love God unless you love yourself. And then once you love yourself, then you start looking at the spiritual. That's why I'm trying to run from the sun. That's why I had to create the Trinity of Fitness. The Trinity of Fitness is your spiritual, mental, and your physical. You heal all of that, and then you'll be who you're supposed to be, because after the spiritual, mental, and the physical then becomes your purpose. Now that you're operating in purpose, you don't have to look for anything. See, they always told me, and I always heard this, you can teach them the where, when, why, but they got to pay for the how. Well, see, I don't believe in you got to pay for the how. That's why I do the life coaching. Reach out to me. That's why. How? That's why I do the life coaching. Reach out to me. That's why I do this. That's why in certain sessions, not all the time, like right now, I can't give you a rundown of everything because we talk about a plethora of everything, right? But at the same time, people reach out to me afterwards. I take them by their hand. Listen, I don't care if you just like, I want to start a business, because I have the knowledge. I'm going to pull you to the side and I'm going to walk with you as a life coach. See, let me tell you what a life coach does, because a lot of people get that fine line of therapy and life coaching mixed up. See, life coaching is helping you organize your ideas and your thoughts, organize what it is that's already in you, not tell you what to do, not teach you. You gotta, is to organize, put you, because a lot of us, we multitask. We got so many things going on in life. There's so much going on in life, but guess what? We know what we want to do, but we don't know how to do it because it's so much. Let me get out the sun. It's so much. So you need someone to help you organize. Let me check, make sure I ain't missed nobody's comments. You know how we do now. No, I don't know whatever his name is. Okay. I see that you're a troll. Okay. All right. Thank y'all for the follow. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. So anyway, in the mix of all that, right? When you're figuring out what it is that you want to do, who it is that you want to be, what it is that you can do and can see, now how does that apply to you? How do you separate the passion from the purpose? See, I teach you, passions are things that we pick up along the way. We pick these things up along the way. See, when you're on your path of doing your right things, see, when you start to heal and you like, you know what? This is a little different. I don't want to be a part of this no more. I don't want to be a part of that no. And you start healing and you start looking at things a little bit differently and you start loving yourself a little bit more, and you're just like, you know what? Everything that I did before, I don't want to do that no more because I don't like it. So now you start looking at things totally different. And now you on your path and you're just walking. And then boom, you got a desire for something. You want to do something really good. Okay, there you pick up your passion. You want to open up a salon. I don't know why I'm always using this salon. You want to open up a salon, then boom, just like that. You open it up, but because you didn't operate in your purpose while you're opening up that salon, things get a little tricky. And when things get a little tricky, you quit, because passions are quick and the flame will go out just like that. So you have to understand, it's not about the passion is the things that you desire. God will bless you with the things that you desire, your heart desire, as long as you stay in alignment. So if your purpose is to teach, now when you open that salon and you decide to money, focus, money, I need this many clients so I can get this, and I need this many people to fill the chairs so I can pay booth, and see, now you out of alignment. See, he can't bless you with the things that your heart desire because you out of alignment. You just showed him, if I give you some, I'm gonna go do what I want to do and take you out of it, because he has to get the glory and everything, right? So however, what you were supposed to do is open that salon. See, you played yourself small. You played yourself small as just a stylist or a beautician. You played yourself small, or as a barber. You played yourself small by opening that salon and saying, okay, I need workers in here. See, what your job was to do is open that salon and become a master at your craft. Meaning that those young ladies, those young men that come in, it's not just they coming to do hair, they're coming to learn. You're going to teach them how to become the best version, how to sew, how to, pour into their clients, how to keep their clients at the point of like, hey, keep coming back, not just for the service, but also for the knowledge. Hey, Sean, what's up? That's what your job is to do. See, you sold yourself short. You just like, oh, well, I just need the people. But see, your passion was to, you want to open up a salon, but your purpose was to teach them. So when I come sit in your chair, I'm going through. See, one thing about it, when you start operating in your purpose, you realize that you're a healer, right? Everybody think healing means like you can go laying of the hands, speaking life and all. No, healing is just what it is. Whatever it is in that moment that's needed, you can provide that. You can heal that. So I come sit in your chair, my spirit is down. Because you operate in your purpose, you pick that up. You understand that I was sent there. You understand it's not because I thought you did good hair. It's the fact that God sent me to your chair and you're supposed to pour into me, because you're supposed to heal me in that moment. Because whatever I'm going through, that's what I mean, your purpose. Don't get mixed up with your passion, your purpose. Once you start operating your purpose and you pour into your clients, the people that you hire, you pour into them. You teach them how you got to where you be, because kingdom's business, right? Doing your father's business. Our own inheritance is within us. How can you help them sharpen their skills? How can you help them become business owners and go? See, y'all so stuck on the crab in the bucket. Well, if I do this, then I ain't gonna have no business. See, y'all so stuck on that. I don't worry about that. Do you know how many life coaches it is out here? Do you know how many different people, they teach life coaching this way and they teach it that way and they teach it that? I don't worry about that. I don't try and be like them. I don't get on here and try and be like them. I'm like me, because the people that I need to heal, thank you for the follow, is going to be the ones that God is going to send my way, because the way I speak to them is just what they need. See, I'm not chasing a follower. That's like chasing a bag. The followers will come, but it's the ones that need to come. A lot of people don't even come in the live because they're so busy just watching. They don't want to. Those are the silent ones, but it doesn't mean that you're not affecting them. It doesn't mean that they're haters. It doesn't mean any of those things. It's just the fact that they need to hear what they need to hear, and then they go on. For me, I don't care how good your live is. You got my attention maybe a good 5 minutes. If you get 10 minutes, hey, that's because I always got something going on. But I get what I need to get from it. It doesn't mean I don't want to support you. It doesn't mean any of those things. I got what I need, and that's what you need to understand. When you operating in your purpose and you go where he's sent you and you do your job, don't be mad when people don't listen or take your advice. Your job wasn't for them to change their life. You was to plant the seed. Now move on. Move along and go on and do what you got to do. That is all your job is. You see how you didn't work hard? When you operate in your purpose, you don't work hard at all. Just simple things. Me turning on this live and somebody came in here and they said, oh my gosh, she talking to me. Then guess what? I planted the seed. Now, it's not for me to say, okay, let me make sure that you get this. You got to do. It's not my job. My job is to plant the seed. And that's what operating in your purpose. Purpose pretty much means at the end of the day, when you operate in your purpose, how is your purpose going to affect others? Especially when you're operating in your purpose in your father's, doing your father's business. How is it going to help the next person? So therefore, my actions and what I do. How is that going to help the next person? Right? So if I come on here and I teach one, right? And I teach you, I train the trainer. That's what I do. I'm training you to be the trainer, and I do what I do. It's not for me to do a follow-up with you and say, hey, how you doing? Is you doing it? It's not my job. My job was to plant the seed. Now that the seed is planted, God can now do his work. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? This sun is tearing me up. Look, I feel like how they doing the pulpit. Won't he do it? But I'm just saying, you know, it's not for me to come on here and act holier than thou because, trust and believe, your girl is not, right? It's not for me to come on here and act like I live a perfect life because I tell you guys, I do not live a perfect life. I don't know what day you might want to catch me. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to be the better version of me. It's a process forever. What's up, Michelle? It's a process forever. You might catch me on a bad day, and I don't know. You might get cussed out. I don't know what's going to happen. But my job is trying to make sure that I can represent myself and be who I say I am. So no more of this, you challenge me and I get angry. No. It's a process. I know to disconnect. This is the things that I'm trying to tell you. It's not about being perfect. So when you turn on that and hit that live button, or when you turn on and you say, doing your video, hey boo, when you turn your video on and you getting ready to record, remember, as I was explaining to a young lady today, professional, what is professional? What is professional nowadays? You go on there and be your true, authentic self. See, professional was y'all being fake. Now it's one way of being professional because I had a 9 to 5, right? And there's no way that I could go on to my 9 to 5 talking about, yo, what up? You know? So it is a place of being professional. But when you're operating your purpose, God wants you to be so true and authentic to who he created you to be. He don't want you coming in talking about some... Hold on, y'all. We got to move. He don't want you coming in talking about, okay, guys, so the first step to this is, you have to pour the sugar and, go in and manifest and, go in and pray. Wake up, pray 5-6 times a day, go in the bathroom, put oil all over you, put it on the floor so you can slip and slide while you're praying. That's not what the hell he wants. What he wants you to do is to be 100% who you are. 100% who you are, because you need to be relatable to the people that he's going to send them. To the people that he's going to send to you. That does not mean that you just, I can cuss and act a fool all day. That's not what that means. Because you should be striving to be to a place that you can, when you speak, you're speaking from a neutral place that everyone can be relatable for. That's why I'm working on me, because I can't be on the stage, right? Talking in front of people. And I'm just using my old back in the hood slang. No. I can, but I don't want to. That's not what I want to do. It's not what I want to do. Thank y'all for the likes, shares, and the follows. Thank y'all so much. It's not what I want to do. What I want to do is be able to, what I want to do is be able to connect with everyone in that audience, because if you in that audience, that means that you came to see me. You were sent to see me. Some people are sent by the enemy. And guess what? When those people are sent by the enemy, let them come. Let them come. I get challenged often. And you know what? I let them come. And when they come, I don't get angry. I get irritated because of the fact I don't like one thing about me for sure. And one thing you guys will learn. Don't push your beliefs and agendas on me. That's not how I roll. Because I am a firm believer of this. God gave me my job. You don't know what my job is. You don't know what my purpose is. You don't know what my agenda is. God gave me my job. He told me what I'm going to do, and he sent me so I can do it. However, you can't go to somebody because they're not doing it your way or what you think it should be. Or God gave you a job, and just because he gave you a job, you got to understand that is your job. You can't go and tell someone else how to do their job. That's when God gonna deal with you. Mind your business. I done taught y'all from day one. I am a prime example of what mind your business means. I mind my business. Listen, you can be out here. They always say Christians, you see people doing wrong and you don't correct them. Well, it wasn't their job to correct. Just because you're a Christian don't mean to take your ditch. See, I'm holier than thou behind out there to try and fix somebody. If God didn't send you, then allow the person that God is supposed to come in to correct them come in. Because what you just did is went over there and you deterred them. Now they don't want anything to do with your God. Now God got to work on them a little bit harder, because here it is, you think you doing a good thing. You ain't did nothing but cause more conflict. Now the person, because the person that's supposed to come to that person, guess what? Let me explain something to you on that. The person that came to that person to try and correct them, you just took the destiny, you took the job of the person that God is already building up to be able to speak, to be able to get in their leadership position, in their purpose. You took that from them because now you decided to step in because I'm doing my Father's business. Yeah. Just like they was trying to catch the ark from falling, and guess what? He said, don't touch it. That's why they died. What, you mad at him? He told Moses to go give a message. Moses got upset and struck the rock. That's why he said you can't go to the promised land, because you don't follow direction. I don't care how mad you get that they doing your father wrong. That ain't your job. Your job is to get them over there. God is going to handle them in the way that he's going to handle them. I cannot believe I'm sweating. This is uncute. However, because that wasn't the plan. The plan was just to come out here and do a side chat with Nye over here by the pond. So mind your business. God will send the people. Listen to me very carefully. Mind your business. God will send the people that he needs you to work with. Mind your business. God will send the people who he need you, because he equipped you for a specific thing. It ain't for you to just go. It ain't, and if it's laid on your heart, then that means that God, if that person came your direction and is laid on your heart to say a thing, then do that. I can't tell you what God told you to do, but I do know this for sure. He will send what he needs done. He will send what he needs done. So stop running folks away from the church. You're running folks away from the church because of the fact you feeling a type of way. Hold on. I forgot to send this to someone. And it would be that she wouldn't be in my thing. She should be, right, girl? But allow God to use you in the way that he needs to use you, not the way that you want him to use you. Do you understand? You let God use you in the way that he needs to use you, not in the way that you want him to use you. I think that's her. I forgot to send the invite to somebody. So let's go this. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate you guys. So just do you. What's for you is going to be. Okay, I'm over here messing up, touching stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Stay in my lane. I shouldn't be doing anything but turning the live on and cutting it off, because that's all I know about it. Well, listen, we about to get out the sun, because I don't like all this sweat. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I ain't got nothing to feed the dogs and the fish and the turtles. So we going to the porch, and we going to water my flowers a little bit later, but I got to get out the sun. I do not like it. So that's what I said, you guys. Mind a little bit later, but I got to get out the sun. I do not like it. So that's what I said, you guys. Mind your business. Operate in your purpose. Stop chasing the bag. Stop chasing the follower. Stop trying to put your beliefs on people. Stop acting like you somebody that you're not. Just be who you are. If you trash, then be trash, okay? Be the best trash you can be. I'm just saying, if that's what you want to be in life is trash, then you better be the best damn trash you can be. Be that. Be that. Don't try and be nobody else's trash. You be your trash. If you want to be the hefty trash bag, then be the hefty trash bag. If you want to be the glad trash bag, then be the glad trash bag. But at the end of the day, just be the trash that you're supposed to be. Whatever it is that you want to be that. Be that person that you are supposed to be, not somebody else. I'm telling y'all, I be getting like 12 shades of dark sitting over sitting over there at the pond. But I love it though. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Let me get my little fan. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me make sure I ain't missing nobody. I had to get a fan. Amen. He shows me stuff about me that I don't like, but I deal with it. That's right. And how do you deal with it? You deal with it by going within and healing from a thing. Let me tell you something about healing, right? And okay, nails. I hope you still in here, girl. Thanks, Pink Queen. Okay. And if I invited y'all in, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Because I be hitting buttons and stuff I don't be meaning to. Listen. You cannot go in life, and as I tell people on their fake spiritual healing journey, that a lot of people think healing is, I forgive you, and it's over with. That's not how they go. Let's talk about it. We have, and I say fake healing journey because of the fact you don't know any better. Do you know how many fake healing journeys I was on for a while? And the reason why I was on those fake healing journeys is because I didn't know any better. I thought that if I say, oh, well, I forgive you for this. Oh, well, I'm done with it. I ain't thinking about it no more. I ain't this, I ain't that. And I thought that was done. That's not what is done. People will take and numb themselves to a situation, and that's what happens. You become numb to a situation. However, you may forgive that person, but let me explain to you what happens next. You end up running into that same situation again. Now, why do you keep running into that same situation again? Because you never healed the thing that attracts that type of situation. You never healed your mindset, the way you processed it to make sure that type of thing never happens. What you told yourself is when people mistreat you, you forgive them and keep going. And everybody like to love to use the word, well, God, the Bible says you gotta forgive 77 times, 77. Okay, yeah, but it's not for them. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm hot. It's not for them, it's for you. So therefore, you won't harbor any hate or grudges which will cause you to sin. So take the forgiveness part out. Make sure that you're not holding a grudge to them, but let's properly heal from it. Let's properly heal from it. Identify a problem. Let's use an example. Come on in. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the share. Thank y'all for the follow. Let me explain to you. I've had multiple friends. We'll use me as a testimony. I had multiple friends in my life that just done me wrong all the time, and I will forgive them and I'll let them back in. I'll forgive them and let them back in. I'll forgive them, let them back in. Even with family members, even in relationships, and you let them back in, and then they hit you with the, well, you can't bring it back up if you forgave me. Then you finally get the strength to not be their friend or leave them, and guess what? You meet another friend or get in another relationship, and you got to forgive them. You got to forget. Do you understand? You're forgiving without healing. Forgiving, you can forgive all day, but you ain't healed nothing. And all you're going to do is go back out there and attract the same thing over and over and over and over. So when a person tells you, healing is just forgiving, then what you need to understand is that you're doing nothing but numbing a situation and going back in a situation blindfolded because you never properly taught to heal it and say, okay, why do I keep inviting these same type of people into my life? Why do I keep inviting the same type of people in my life? Well, I keep inviting the same type of people in my life because somewhere, maybe 9 times out of 10, there's some childhood trauma somewhere that you need to identify. Well, I always felt abandoned. Let's use that one. I always felt abandoned, so I would give people chance after chance after chance to be their friend because I know what it feels like to not be accepted. I know do you understand? So it's those type of things. You change the way you think. You don't have to be mean. You just change the way you think. Thank y'all for the follow. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the share. You change the way you process your hurt. You don't just process and forget about it and move on. Hey, Nye, what's up? No. You process that hurt. You figure it out and you understand what happened. Why did it happen? And don't allow someone to tell you What you have to do. You don't have to do anything. You have to only do what God told you to do. Do you understand? Always remember that you are in charge of you, nobody else. I don't care how somebody think of me. It's not going to stop my flow. I don't care if you and I don't have nothing in common and you trying to, don't force yourself. Don't force me to have something in common with you. And that's something you have to learn. People will come into your life, relationships, friendships, it doesn't matter, and make you look and feel like something is wrong with you because you don't believe what they believe, or look at the things that they look at, or like the things that they like. Guess what? You don't like to go out to the club, but y'all best friends. Oh, she be acting funny. You're not acting funny. You don't like it. But you go to the club anyway. You go to the club because you like, well, everybody else doing it. I might as well. But you don't like it. So why you somewhere you don't want to be? Haven't you always noticed or heard that when you somewhere you don't want to be or shouldn't be, something always happen? And then you always hitting yourself like, I knew I shouldn't have came. Well, yeah, you did, but you did. Now you got to suffer the consequences, because for every action, there's a reaction. So since you chose the need to go hang out and do what other people are doing, then guess what happened? There was a reaction. And you had to deal with that. I'm sorry, y'all. I got hot. It got hot by that pond. I ain't want nothing to do with that. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for sharing the live. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for the follows. You got to figure out what it is that, listen. Yeah, Pretty Country. I like that. I like that. Pretty Country 91. But yeah. What the hell? You sitting around here. Listen, let me ask you something. How many of y'all, oh, y'all ain't going to be honest on here, and it's okay. It's okay. Y'all went out and bought these cars. Thank you so much. Y'all done went out and bought these cars. Y'all done went and bought these houses, these clothes, these shoes. And y'all sitting back after you got it like, yeah, you see it. But now you sitting back like, why buy that? Did I buy that for me, or did I buy that because I wanted to be seen, or I wanted people to look at me and see me? And guess what? They still don't respect you. It doesn't matter if you had just some shoes. Haven't you noticed when you ain't got nothing, people hate on you harder? You ain't got a pot to piss in of your own, and people hate on you harder. And you ask, why is that? I ain't even get, and then y'all say, I ain't even got nothing. She got more than me. He got more than me. And they be hating on me. Why they hating on me? And you find yourself crying and upset because these people mistreat me. Well, as they should, because you're a flex. Well, how am I flex? Because I ain't got nothing. See, you stuck on the materialistic thing. That's why you got to heal, because once you heal and tap into your spiritual, right, you realize it ain't got nothing to do with the material world. It ain't got nothing to do with the material things. It's the spirit that's in you. They hate the spirit that's in you. The spirit that's in you is bothering the hell. Listen, I told you your spirit show up first. Listen. Before you even decided to get in your car and go to work, or get in your car and go to this, let's use this. Before you decided to get and go get your hair done, right? Hold on. Oh, baby. Yes, listen. Before you decided to get up and say, I'm going to get my hair done, whether you're going to get your locks done, whether men or women, y'all going to get whatever haircut, it don't matter. Y'all decide to go. But see, you go every 2 weeks or every month or whatever. It's your time to go. Your spirit has already showed up to that shop. Because everything happened in the spiritual before it happened down here with us, right? So your spirit had already showed up in that shop. And that spirit had already told everybody, hey, I'm going to use me for an example. Coach Nye is coming, okay? Everybody that's upset, go ahead. You got an attitude problem, so you might want to leave. And the reason why you don't want to be here when she come, because you probably going to take yourself out. You probably going to run in traffic and be so mad. You over here, Coach Nye is showing up. You're a hater, so you probably don't want to be here either. You just jealous. This really gonna have y'all in y'all feelings, so go on, take off. And all of a sudden they like, hey, I got this appointment, I got this going on, I got that going on. And then this one over here, you stubborn. I know you gonna be here anyway because you too nosy. You got to see what's going to happen. Your feelings gonna hurt when she come up in here. And then you over there, you gonna be smiling because you already know that you shouldn't be up in this shop anyway because your spirit don't sit well with them. So when Coach Nye come in here with her spirit, you're going to finally feel peace and happiness, because what Coach Nye bring when she shows up with peace. I created peace within me. When I show up with joy. When I show up, I teach you all the greatness. Listen, how to stand in your greatness, how to be great all by yourself. See, I teach you how to do that. So now it's time for your appointment, and you like, okay, I get in here. Why does this woman keep looking at me crazy? See, when you, before you were healed with low self-esteem, you be checking yourself like, oh my God, is it me? Is it me? You know, do I got something on me? No, baby. It's everything that's within you. The one over there, you like, why she keep smiling? Why she keep trying to offer me things? Why she keep talking to me? See, a healed person to think like that. But see, a healed person understand that y'all spirit is a light. It's not her. It's the spirit that's so happy that you came in. And this spirit over here, she don't know what to do, but she's going to be a monitoring spirit and go back and tell everybody about you. See, this is how your name get around. People think your name get around because they say negative things about you. That's how God uses the enemy. Listen, go ahead and say name. Go ahead, bring her name up, whatever kind of way you want to bring her name up. Bring Coach Nye's name up in any kind of way that you can bring her up, because what I need for you to do is spread the word, because I need them to come to her, and when they come to her, they're going to stick with her. See, I don't worry about haters no more. Thank y'all for the follow. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. And that is the whole purpose of why you have to heal and understand it ain't about you, girl. Bruh, it ain't about you. It's about the spirit that's in you. It's not happening to you. It's happening through you. Because here is what I do know for sure. Ain't not one person up in that shot, in my mind and how I feel, can touch me, hold a match to me, can beat me up, can do nothing. So feel the way that you feel. I'm not going to allow you to take me out of my peace. I am the peace. I understand the assignment. I understand my task at hand. I am supposed to be an aura of peace. So when I come into people's lives or into their establishments or around them, I'm supposed to make them feel away. And if I make them feel good, if I let them get a piece of my aura, then guess what's going to happen? They're going to want to know about it. It's kind of like if you walk in the room and it smells so good and you're like, oh, that smells good. I want to ask them what they got on. It's the same thing with your aura. That's why it's so important to make sure that you are clean on the inside. Meaning, now I'm not talking about because you eat healthy. I'm talking about that it's clean enough that the spirit can dwell within you, because it's the spirit that needs to shine through you. Do you understand? There's people out here that they eating everything but the right things, but they skin glow. Everything about them glow. Because they're learning to heal on the inside, which is spiritually on the inside, right? Fix that and let God work through you. The food, the bad food, then guess what? It'll go away. Just do what God said. He never said just change your life overnight. Let me tell you who God used. He uses the ones that was the bad kids, that was the low self-esteem, the ones that was always fighting, the ones that's in jail, the ones that the loners, the ones that used to be, banging back in the day. He uses those ones because you know why he's going to use those ones? Because they're going to stir up something, right? So when I show up, I stir up something. And when I'm stirring up something, it pisses a lot of people off, because they like, ain't she the same one that used to do this? Well, let me look even more. Ain't she the one that's going to do this? Well, let me follow her now. And then they're going to get on the phone with this person. They're going to get on the phone with that person. They all going to keep getting on the phone with each other, because that's just what they do. And I don't get mad about it. You doing your job. Listen, if you don't allow the enemy to cook, because that's one thing he's going to do. He's going to do his job. He's going to wake up every morning, and say, okay, let me go check the night shift to make sure all the ones that I sent out to do the damage that they were supposed to do, make sure they did their job. Great, excellent. You did your job. Great. This is really good. Great, excellent. Now let me go look at my agenda. See, their job is nonstop. And you get mad talking about some, God, why me? I don't know why this keep happening to me. Why they jealous of me? Why is it? But if you chose to just focus on you and say, well, you know what? Why not me? I am a flex. Why not me? Okay. Why not me? What? Yeah. So why don't I do my job? See, he's going to do his job. It don't matter what you do, how much crying, how much praying. I don't care how much praying you do. You can pray until God just shows up and sit right next to you. Guess what the enemy going to do? His job. He going to continue to do his job. He going to still be out here wreaking havoc with God sitting next to you. He know he can't beat God, but at the same time, he don't care. With God sitting next to you, he's still going to poke and pick and poke and pick. And then here it is, you keep paying attention saying, why? Leave me alone. Well, he ain't going to leave you alone. It's his job. He's doing his job. Let him do his job. Stop hating on him. Let him do his job. How about you focus on your job? Mind your business and do what it is that you're supposed to be doing. See, when you start focusing on yourself, you start caring less and less what the enemy is doing. And see, when you start working on yourself, that's when God began to change you and change your name. See, he changes your way you think. He changed you, then he changed your name. So you had Saul. He had to change him, then he changed his name. See, he had to change him, then he had to change his name. So it was not like he was making big changes. See, let God change you, and then your name is going to change. Not a name that you pick. See, when I wrote my book, I picked me a name, and I called her Malia. Because Malia is a queen. Malia is strong. She's a woman of strength. That's what I seen myself as. But God said, I like your little name your mama picked. She picked Naisha, but I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and I want you to be called Coach Nye. Because as Coach Nye, then guess what? You're a leader, and I need you to lead my people. Well, then keep following, baby girl, Trucy. That's right, they will. Sarita, they will. Listen, keep doing you. You stop worrying about what people got going on. The enemy's gonna cook. The enemy is gonna play. The enemy is going to keep coming in different bodies. Same energy in different bodies. He's going to keep coming. He's not going to stop, because who are you to stop him? You're nothing to him. He sees you as nothing. You are beneath him. That's how he sees you. And if he can make you believe that you are beneath him, then guess what you're going to do? You're going to start operating and stay in low vibration. You're never going to get your name changed. You're never going to change. You're never going to be able to operate in your purpose, because you're staying with an enemy, a liar, told you need to be. He is a liar. He is a liar. Everything about him is a liar. I don't care if it's your mother, your brother, your cousin, your auntie. I don't care who it is. They are a liar. The enemy will use all those same people. They are a liar. Now, don't go going around telling people that you a liar because they telling you some truth about yourself, right? To do a self-reflection. That's what I talk about in my book. If you haven't got my book, it's called Trinity Walk to Self-Love. And it is on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart website. And I give you some tips and trades on what helped me. It's more of a journal to help you during your self-love journey. But back to what I'm saying, I be forgetting to promote myself. I promote everybody, but I forget about me, because I understand that I don't have to chase a bag. God is going to have the right people buy my books. God is going to have the right people promote my books. So it's not about me. It's about y'all. I'm allowing God to control what's going on with me. See, you got to, everybody like God is in control of everything. You got to let him in. You got to step back. You got to take you out and allow God to stand fully in you, right? And it doesn't mean, I'm not saying that you got to be sanctified, filled with the Holy Spirit, running through here talking about some, that's not what I'm saying. I told you who God used. You'll change eventually. Let him in. Let him cook. We don't let God cook. We want to tell, look, God, I understand you said the recipe's going to be like that, and a pinch of sugar, we don't want to use a pinch of sugar, because the ones that use a pinch of sugar, they like to put raisins in the doggone greens and stuff. We want to do, so God, we're going to put a cup of sugar in there, and then you go messing it up. So you need to pay attention and understand what it is that he said. He said a pinch of this and a pinch of that, a little piece of you here and a little piece of that here. And I need you to do this and I need you to do that. But we want to tell them, hey, you know what? I understand you created the GPS, but Let me put a little twist on it, because I don't like going that way. I like taking this shortcut to get there. And see, the reason why you like taking a shortcut, because you got to get there fast. And what God is trying to teach you, we're not taking no shortcut, little cray. We going all the way over here. And the reason why we need to go all the way over here is because it's lessons that you have to learn along the way. And if you don't go this way, you won't learn the lesson along the way. And if you don't learn the lesson along the way, when you get to what it is that you want, you're going to lose it, and it's not going to be successful. It's not because people say, oh, God, you better humble yourself because God giveth, he'll take it away. That's not what it is. What it is if you don't understand and pay attention to what it is that he needs you to learn, you're going to fumble the bag. You're going to fumble the bag. So stop taking the shortcut. Listen to God. Let the man cook. Look, he over here cooking. You got to remember, if God is in it, it ain't nothing but success. If God is in it, it's nothing but success. It's going to take longer because he wants to make sure that you can keep it. He wants you to keep it. Keep everything that it is that he's given to you. Keep it. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for the follows. Look at that. Thank you, God. He wants you to keep it. So if he blessed you with something, don't be sitting around and telling me, oh, I'm scared I'm going to lose it. I got to stay humble. No. He won't take it away from you. It's just he gave that to you. You're going to keep that. You're going to keep it. Look at it like this. So next time somebody say, God giveth and he take it away, if you don't humble yourself, look at it like this. You go to school and you get a degree. Right? You graduate, you get your master's, you get your PhD, you get all these things. Can I take the knowledge away from you? If you had a business and this is what I'm trying to say. You graduated, you went and opened a business. But can I take the knowledge away from you? Yeah, you lost your business, but can I take the knowledge away from you? The reason why I can't take the knowledge away from you, because that's what God gave you. Now, anything else that you go for after that, right? Are you going to humble yourself? Or are you going to get that business and, oh, well, to get insurance claims, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get these folks, and I'm going to put this, and I'm going to lie about this. I'm going to connive about this, and I'm going to do this, that, and the third. See, he gave you, he blessed you. You finished your school and you did everything else. That's how I want you to look at it. He can't take the knowledge from you. But everything that you built that was a lie will be destroyed, and it can be crumbled. But can he take the knowledge from you? Do you understand? So no, God gave it to you. He blessed you to be able to have the knowledge to do that. And then when they say, and he'll give it again if he take it away, it's not that he's going to give it to you again if you take it away. It's God has already blessed you with what you need. So now, say for instance, you learned, like, okay, God, I was wrong. I repent. I'm sorry, God. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to get rich quick. And he say, okay, because you have the knowledge and you have the wisdom, you can rebuild. So I used to not teach anything about, thank y'all so much. Oh, that is so cute. But no, I used to keep a lot of stuff to myself, right? Knowledge, everything that I did, success. I wouldn't get excited. This one lady was like, she said, now why are you not excited? If that happened to me, I'll be excited. I said, because everybody can do it. She said, everybody can't do it. I was too afraid to be excited because I was told at a young age, like, if I talked about something, I got excited about something because this person was so jealousy. I didn't know that then. I just looked at now. I understand why they said it, because they were jealous. They said, you brag, and you brag. And so that turned me into thinking that, hey, don't talk about none of my success. Just sit back. If people see it, then great. No. That's why I can boldly speak about the things I have. Not in a boastful way of, yeah, I got this and I don't need no man for that. No, I need a man. I need one. However, I ain't going to go chase one. He'll come. He'll come in perfect timing. He'll come in perfect timing. See, God had to heal me on some things and teach me that, girl, you are so worthy of what it is that you want out of life. You are beautiful. You are all these things. See, I had the low self-esteem. I didn't feel like I was good enough. And listen, the whole time I am a unicorn. I am a unicorn. But I didn't see that. See, everybody else see it, but until I was able to see it, I was not able to advance in my kingdom job. was not able to advance because of the fact, if you don't believe in yourself, then how you going to get somebody else to believe? Okay, God. Okay. 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 I see where we going with this. Listen, I believe in miracles. Don't get me to start singing. So that's what I had to learn in my healing process. See, my name couldn't change until I believed. I had to believe. I knew that I could help people. I knew I was great at counseling people. I knew I could do all these things, but I didn't believe it in me. I always wanted to be behind the scenes. I'll do it behind the scenes. Listen, I may run into you. Let me tell you how cool I was, because I'm pretty cool. My aura is banging. God always said, listen, I'm like, God, why I'm always running into the most brokenest people? And I would do what I knew how to do. I just wanted to go in the store and mind my business. But boom, there it is. You know what? Let me pray for you. Let me give you what you need. Let me pray for you. But see, I was missing the whole point of, it's not only that I needed you to pray for them because I knew you was going to do that, daughter. I am so proud of you. I knew you was going to do that because they needed it. But I needed you to see that you are her and you are him. I need you to see that you are these people. Nope, didn't see it. I just knew I needed to pray. Carry on. So why you keep bringing these broken people to me? Well, until I caught on, wait a minute. Which I'm broken. That's what the issue is. I'm broken. Okay. He keep bringing them to me. I'm broken. I've been healing people from a broken place. I'm giving them the best advice, and they doing good. They reach back out, let me know, hey, I'm doing good. But I'm broken. I've been loving people from a broken place. I've been unconditionally loving people from a broken place. What does that look like? People pleasing, going with the flow, always making myself available. As they say, I give you the shirt off my back. People think that means that you're a sweet person. You know, even at the funeral, they give you their last shirt off their back if they don't eat. You know, you gonna eat if they don't eat. That's not of God. But because we think we're doing a good deed, we assume like this gotta be of God. Once I healed, I realized that I was overstepping my boundaries. God did not send that person to me for that. Listen, you got to learn to categorize things. God will send people to you. And then we choose, because we never asked him as they supposed to be with us, we choose to marry them, be friends with them, bring them to our business, tell them all our business, do all these things, give them our testimony, tell them our story, do these different things. And the whole time that person was brought into our life just so we can tell them, hey, it's going to be okay. Something simple. Or, hey, do you know about this church? Or just so they can see me operating in my purpose. Like, that's just like if I'm on live. Some people come on here just to see me operating in my purpose, to trigger something in them to say, hey, that's what I'm missing. I maybe need to talk to the people more like this. If you worrying about going live, then hey, just be natural, just be you. But yet they'll inbox me, right? Now this don't happen, I'm just using this example. They'll inbox you, and then all of a sudden y'all become dating and different things like that, when all it was that. And then you wonder why it don't work out. Why he cheating on me? Why she cheating on me? Why is this? It ain't gonna work because that wasn't your person. Y'all keep trying to make these people your person, and then you listen to these people that have been married for 80 something years talking about, we had our ups and downs, it wasn't easy, and but we made it. Yeah, you still made it with the wrong person. Let me explain something to you, because after that you get out of the public eye, you go home, y'all don't talk to each other, y'all don't look at each other, y'all don't like each other, and blah 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 blah. You think that's your person? You about to go to the casket feeling still like that's been your person all these years? No, you stayed with somebody that you created and made them your person. That wasn't your person. Let me explain to you what your person is. When they say you just got to work on it, marriage is hard, relationships are, no, they're not when you're with your person. Let me explain. So how do I know if it's my person? Have you healed? because he has to heal. And then that's why the twin flame that y'all keep chasing is twin flame. That's my twin. That's why we don't get along, because we the same soul and the same spirit of a different body, and the split in 12. And and he got the 12th house of the peace, and hit him with the Nikki. Shut up. Your twin is you. And until you heal you, God is not going to bless you with his son. Hey, sons, God is not going to bless you with his daughter. And what do I mean by that? You got to heal that. You got to heal your masculine and your feminine energy. This is why y'all go into relationships and you're just like, hey, I don't like, he too feminine to me. That's because you stand in masculine energy. Y'all got the roles reversed. This is what he knows. See, when he get angry, he only know feminine energy, because who was he raised with? He was raised with women. And when they get angry, guess what they do? They got to get the last word. They got to make sure that you hear them before they close the door. You understand? So instead of getting mad at that person, understand and identify what energy they're in. And until they can heal that and understand what feminine and masculine energy is, then you guys can be together. Right? So let's talk about it. Adam and Eve. Okay? She was created to be his helpmate, as a connective, his helpmate. Not to be beneath him, not for him to be running out to go get the, oh baby, I got everything, you ain't got to do nothing, let me fan you down because you the queen of Eden, you just all of that. No. So let's put it like this, his helpmate, he go fishing. Well, if he busy reeling it in, the ones that he got right here, I can put it in the basket. His life, our life is not supposed to be hard. It wasn't supposed to be hard. It wasn't supposed to be one of us work hard and the other one don't. So, and I keep teaching everyone about this Proverbs 31, because everybody goes and runs with this Proverbs 31, and I'm going to preach this all the way to the end. And now that I'm telling you, I want you to go back and read your Proverbs 31. I want you to read what the Proverbs 31 woman is. What is she truly? What is she? Right? It's not about a she. It's not about a her. It wasn't a woman that they couldn't identify what name it was, or it sounded like another woman in biblical times, or it was just a woman. That's not what it is. It is God telling us, daughters. It is not saying you got to be like that. What he's saying is, I created you to be a helper. I didn't create you to be here idle. You can go out there. If you see a field, you go buy it. You go open your business. You go start your own job. You have a job. You go and do what you need to do. That man is not your everyday priority, because it says that when he's at the gate, or when he's with the councilman, when he's out there, he's not worrying about you. He's not thinking about, is she going to be slutting around? Is she's going to be doing this? He's already know that you're operating in your purpose, and he's operating in his purpose. And when y'all come together, this is when you create the generational wealth. It is not about you go get 7 streams of income. It is not about that you go and try and be like this and be like that. It is just the guideline of God saying, hey, I'm writing it right here. It's right here. You supposed to have a job, boo-boo. Because what he's teaching you is, until he get your person ready, if you're not married already, until he gets your husband ready and bring him to you, you stay focused. Don't turn left. Don't turn right. Don't go looking for a man. Don't go doing this because you're going to get the wrong man. I need you to stay focused. I need you to build. See, Ruth didn't go in that field looking for Boaz. See, Naomi knew what she wanted Ruth to do. She knew Ruth really went out there to do what she was supposed to do as a helpmate. Even though her husband was dead, she only know how to operate in her purpose. That's all she know. She don't know anything, nothing. She don't know anything else other than to operate in her purpose and be a helpmate. So she's out there doing what she want to do. See, Naomi was in the background like, oh, girl, you need a husband. I'm going to do this. I don't do that. I don't know. Maybe God went and told her that. I don't know. But at the end of the day, Ruth stood her ground and stood in what she knew to be. And as a Proverbs 31 woman, she went out there and did her job. That was it. See, as a helpmate, you see what Ruth did? She said, okay, my husband is dead. You have no sons. The other sister-in-law said, all right, chunk the deuces. I'm out of here. I'm going back to my daddy. She said no, because she was a helpmate to her husband. Guess who she became? The man of that family, to continue to help, because the son's supposed to help the mother. Well, he's gone. She's a helpmate. She went with Naomi. She stayed with Naomi. She went out there and worked. She understood her mission. She just didn't know it was a whole blessing on the side of that. Boaz was sitting there looking like, yo, y'all leave some of that food behind for her, you know. Let me go over here to the other cousin and make sure he don't want the land or he don't want possession of her, because she's supposed to go to somebody else if you do it that way. He was like, no, I want no parts of it, man. It's too much for me to take care of. You go ahead and you got it. And then he made this move. See, he took care of her, but she was not trying to manipulate him. She was minding her business and doing her job, operating in her purpose. Ladies, when you're operating in your purpose, everything else is going to come. You don't have to look for anything. The money is going to come. The food is going to come. Ruth went out there just picking up scraps because everybody did it. But in her mind, she like, hey, if I get enough of these scraps, I can make a meal. So we going to be good on that end. And then we'll figure out something else to do. But the whole time, because she's connected to God and she's operating in her purpose, God said, hey, he left the trails for her. And what Boaz told them to do is just leave, some behind. They thinking they really just leaving scraps. But really, in actuality, what they're leaving is generational wealth, because those little scraps that they thought they was putting out there, what those little scraps did, it kept giving her hope, because she's being happy. She's happy. She's excited. She's like, yes, I got this. I got more and I got more, and they dropping it for me. I got more and I got more. And then she's constantly giving God the glory, because she don't understand what's going on. All she's trying to do is do her job, and she did her job, and the whole time it's easy for her because she could be working hard. That's how God worked through you. You think you should be working hard, but God said you don't have to work hard. Here is what you got. What people think is scraps is a whole lot for you. And then the whole time her generational wealth was coming because she was operating in her purpose. Let me fix my puzzle, y'all. She was operating in her purpose. She was operating in her purpose. So guess what happened? Now Boaz is like, all right, now it's my time to shine. Naomi telling her, hey, go uncover his feet, go do all these different things. And she wasn't even thinking about that, but she's being obedient to her mother. Because that was her husband's mother, so that's her mother. She was being obedient to her mother. All she wanted to do was Naomi was setting the way for her. Boaz looking at it like, yeah, he wasn't taking advantage of her. He just looked at, I want this. See, she looked at herself as, I'm a widow and I ain't got no kids. I'm just here. I'm done for. Ain't nobody gonna want me. The whole time God had plans for her. So you see how things work out when you operate in your purpose. The generational wealth is going to come. It's going to come. Every woman in the Bible, you can look at all their stories. They were sitting in their power. They were in there as a connect-do. See, a lot of people say it different. Some people say Ezra connect-do. It all depends on your accent. But they all were sitting in that power. Even Delilah. And the reason with her is because she was bold enough to even go up against her. She stepped into her power of boldness and went up against that man. It doesn't matter who it is. At the end of it all, women, when you operate in your purpose, everything will come. So if God is teaching you to do you, your Proverbs 31, do you, mind your business, work, that man coming. And y'all gonna build some stuff. That man coming. Thank you, Joyce. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for the follows. Listen, I know that this week is going to be tough. I don't know when I'm going to be coming on and coming off or whatever the case may be, because, I'm getting ready for a family coming in. But I do know this. As long as I come on here, you best believe it's going to be a message for you. It's going to be a message for you. Because I only come on to give a message. I don't believe in I'm going to just get on here and talk. I'm going to just get on here and say anything. I promise, before I get on here, I pray about what it is that God wants me to talk about. And I pray that he keep the people away from me. I don't believe in... Listen, I will always tell my manager, he did a lot of talking. I just did not like that guy. I did not like that guy, but you know what? I respected the title. It is what it is. And he was like, he would always ask me, Nyesha, what do you think? And then when we have to write some, a memo or something like that, we get in a group and we type it up. And it's just, and I would always say they get so frustrated with me. I'm like, listen, that's too many words. It's too many words. It's just too many words being said at one time. All that ain't got to go in there. Just to look professional, you want to give a buttload. No, it's too many words. And then they're like, well, what you got to talk about? I don't have anything to talk about. I don't want to be on this meeting because I don't believe being on a meeting just to talk. Everything has to have purpose to it. And so I come on here, and these days I'm like, God, I don't feel I need to go on. Like, I don't feel that nudge. I don't feel that urge. And you know, some people are like, well, you got to go on live more often so you can get more followers. I don't care nothing about them followers. They going to come who need to come. Because if you looking for my content to always just be out there all day, every day, I'm the wrong person to follow. If you're just looking for interesting content like that. So I need you to understand the same way with you. If you want to start your platform, start it. Start your platform. Thank you. Get out here on social media. Guess what? You're going to get maybe 2 people on your live. Maybe 2 people. And guess what? So those were the 2 people that needed to hear you, because those 2 people are going to go tell 3 people. Oh, Hank, we connected. Those 2 people going to tell the 3 people. Those 3 people going to tell somebody else. And then all of a sudden, you just going to make your way to the FYP page. And you going to have hundreds of people on your live. It's going to make you nervous at first. I remember I had like 167 people. And that was early on in my, when I first went live. I can't see unless I put it on my readers, right? Because it's just be too much, right? And I'm just talking because I was operating in my purpose. I was doing my job. I wasn't worrying about what was going on here. I was just speaking. I allowed God to use me as a vessel and speak, right? And I'm going, and I just happened to put these on, girl, when I seen 160-something people. And then one time I had like 190-something people. I lost my whole train of thought. Because I'm stuck. Like, oh my God, it's all these people looking at me. You know, what am I saying? And then self kicked in. And see, when self kicked in, what I did was told God, okay, I'm putting you on mute. And I need you to stay on mute because now self is kicking in. Now I'm scrambling like, okay, what am I supposed to talk to these people? When it wasn't even about that. Now I'm telling you, it's just going to happen to you. But you don't change who you are. You're going to get the people that need to hear you. You don't have to sit on for hours. You don't have to come on 20 times a day. You don't have to do all those things because it's not about you. You have to take you out of it. You have to come out of it completely. It's not about you. It's all about God. So I don't come on all day because it's not about me. And then if I do a 2 a day, it's kind of like, all right, God, I guess this is going to be a quick message because I don't know. Sometimes it be quick, sometimes it don't. It just go on. And sometimes it's just 4 of us on here. I don't need to be entertained. I have a lot to do. And I'm trying to learn how to schedule things now with my business. So I have so much to do. So you out there that's about to start your social media and you want to do lives and you want to do this and this, then the third, guess what? You're going to sound crazy to yourself. You're going to be feeling the type of way. You're going to be like, ain't nobody listening. Do I sound dumb? Yes, you do sound dumb because you question yourself and asking yourself, do you sound dumb? And yourself is always going to tell you the worst case scenario at all times. So you don't worry about that. You get out here and put a word in, take you out of it. It's not about you, boo-boo. It's not about you, boo-boo. How you sound, you're going to sound right to the right person. When I first came on, I was loud. I would talk loud because I was tone deaf. Because I had to realize that y'all can hear me. It's not like y'all on speakerphone across the room. You right here. You can hear me. I had to change the way I spoke because of the fact it's like, okay, I had to look at it like this. You guys are right here with me. You're in the space that I'm in right now. You can hear me. Pipe down, sis. I mean, I was loud. I was loud. Do you hear me? Thank you for the follow. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. But I learned how to get that balance. And sometimes when I speak, I get a little louder because of the fact it ain't me. Y'all will know when the spirit hit me. I don't know. Y'all gonna know. It ain't about me. I get in a zone and I forget that I'm sitting right here with you. And in my mind, maybe, I guess, it's like I done already commanded the stage. I'm over here talking to y'all without a microphone because I got to get this message across. So listen, just press record. That's how I had to do it. Just press record. Just press record. It ain't gonna hurt you. Yeah, Kev, it is. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank you for the follow. Listen, press record. What's gonna happen when you press record? Listen, I got some red robins here in this a nest, and I got a blue jay that just came out here. Listen, so this is a message. A red robin has put a nest up in my basket up here, and the blue jay just showed up. Press record. I don't know who it's for. Press record. What's gonna happen? People don't show up? That's what you're worried about, people showing up? Then that means that you're not ready to do, you're not operating your purpose, you operating itself. I don't care if these people got a lot of followings. Some people, they earn their followings. They didn't happen overnight. Some of them bought a bunch of them. But the ones that have a bunch of followers, they didn't happen overnight. They put in that work. And that one had to find one. They're born. Y'all hear them? They're born. That mama came and swooped up in here. Oh my God, they're born. That is so sweet. But I won't touch the nest because I don't want. Then look at the blue jays. What kind of birds is over here being born? That all the birds got to show up in my yard. I mean, they done all showed up. They're coming for me. I think I'm gonna have to move. I think it's time for me to get up out of here. I think that's what they want. You get up out my way, right? Because she's watching her nest. But anyway, if you worrying about if people going to show up to your live, you're operating from a self-centered place that is all about self. It has nothing to do with you operating your purpose and being you. Unless you want, thank you so much for the gift. Unless you want to be like these content creators that just, they'll do anything. They'll do anything. They have no shame. They have nothing. Oh, thank you. Hey, Anthony. What's up? Brooklyn in the house? Thank you. But yeah, they have no shame. They don't care what people think of them. They have no morals, values. And that's okay. Who are we to judge them? They're chasing a bag. When you operate in your purpose, you don't chase a bag. It comes to you. Listen, when you start operating your purpose, people are just going to come to you wanting to collaborate. It just happens. I do nothing more. I don't get out here trying to find people. I don't get out here trying to do anything. I just do my job. And it knocks at my door. It knocks at my door. And it's up to me because now I'm in my most... Y'all, I cannot believe this. I got 3 blue jays sitting out here. The mama bird is watching her nest. Look, we on one right now. Listen, we about to talk about it. Oh man, that's what's up. And you see with the doves, I'm in the Olive Branch, Mississippi. Well, outside of Olive Branch, Mississippi. And I was living in there, but I just moved out of it. But, you know, and it fed me so perfect. But y'all, when you operate in your purpose, in this season right now, I'm in my most attractive season. And a person that's in low vibration, they would think I'm talking about looks. They would think I'm talking about something material. When you start to heal and operate in your purpose, when you finally get tapped into your purpose, you become your most attractive self. Your aura, everything about you is attractive. You're sought after. People want to work with you. People look for you. Jobs that you never applied for is trying to find you. They're creating jobs or creating positions for you because they need you. But you have to, in this season, I have to use the spirit of discernment because of the fact I'm not supposed to work with everybody. I've learned that I got to say no to some people. It sounds like it'd be a good idea, but then I realize it's not a good idea at all. Because the reason why it's not a good idea, it does not fit me at all. It's not for me. It's not for me at all. It's everything for that person. So you have to remember the motives behind everything. It's going to feel exciting at first, like, oh my God, I can't believe. I can't believe. But yeah, you better believe it. You better believe it. And so you'll say yay to it. And then when you get it, you're like, oh no, this is so not me. This is beneath me. This is very low vibrational. But that's a lesson you learned. Because in this season, the more people and the more people and the more people are going to want to be in your space. It has nothing to do with you. Remember, don't ever take it personal. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the spirit in you. So your spirit is being sought after. And you have to protect that thing, just like you'll protect the password, protect your debit card, your PIN, protect it. And I talk about that in my book. If you haven't got my book, it's Trinity Walk to Self-Love. It is on Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble website. And you have to create boundaries, and you can't give up on it. See, it wasn't until God started sending the collaborations to me, until he knew that I knew how to establish boundaries and stand on what I said, stand on what I teach, stand on what I believe. He would have never let me collaborate with people when I was in a place of, okay, I'll go along to get along. In this season, we don't go along to get along. You either understand who I am and respect what I teach and preach and who I am, or don't bring your tail over here. Period. Because who you are, you have to remember, being that in your most attractive timeline, your attractive space in your life at this point, the enemy will come, and they'll come as friendly, and then it becomes friendly fire. We don't want that. So press the button, record it. Press the button, live, go live. The people will come. The voice will come. We're not going to say character, because when you operate in your true authentic self, there's no such thing as character. So when you was in low vibration, you was always in character, because you was trying to people please and teach everybody else how to be a good person. No, you was trying to prove to people that you're a good person. You were trying to prove to people who you are. You was trying to prove and look for validations and acceptance and things like that. But you're not in low vibration anymore. You're who you supposed to be. You're her. You're him. You that guy. You're that guy that everybody wants. So when you're in high vibrations, see, they always wanted you. But at the time when you was in low vibration, all you kept saying was, why everybody keep bothering me? Why does this keep happening? And why is this? I ain't got nothing. Why they coming for me? So you was always him. You was always her. But now you're healed and you understand. Oh, it ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You don't like my spirit. Ain't nothing I can do about that. That's what they talk about when they say spiritual warfare. Because you can't fight the spirit with your fist and with your words. You got to fight them by I said what I said. It is what it is. And continue to keep operating. I'm going to continue to do my job. If you don't like what I do, I'm still going to continue to do my job. If you talk about me, I'm still going to continue to do my job. Whether you judge me, I'm still going to do my job, because I learned one trick from the enemy. I want you to hear me and hear me well. Let me see. All 57 people that's on here, hear me and hear me well. And the ones that have not tapped the screen to come in, hear me and hear me well. One thing I learned from the enemy is, no matter what happened, you work hard at your job. You keep doing your job. No matter if you get told no, no matter if they steal from you, take from you, whatever the enemy taught me. No matter what happened, you keep doing your job. Because no matter how many times you rebuke the enemy, that joker coming. No matter how many times you shut something down, that joker coming. No matter how many times God done told him, this is a fight you're not gonna win, he gonna keep coming. It's nothing that's gonna stop him from not doing his job. His job, that's all he got. He ain't got nothing else. Yeah, he done got solicited all these people to do the job for him, and all these spirits to do the job with him, but at the same time, that's all he got. He ain't got no love. He don't know nothing about that. He ain't got no truth, because he don't know nothing about that. All he got is his job. You take being evil from him, what's next? How do you do that? Well, when the world finally gets to the point of raising their vibration and just operating from a place of love, because they teach you this. That the only person that sinned was Jesus. They teach you this. The only person that didn't sin was Jesus. I'm sorry. That didn't sin. Don't be running with this talking about, oh, she said that did not sin. The only person that did not sin was Jesus. But what if that was the whole purpose of Jesus coming down, to show you how to operate in love? Because if you operate in love, then how can you sin? Showing us that you could do the same thing. If you operate in love, how can you sin? That's the thing. If you operating in love, how can you sin? So if everyone started operating in love, that's when you defeat the enemy. That's when he done tried all his tricks and there's nothing he can do. We done finally took his job from him. Yeah. So for your bloodline, for your generation to come, because you can't worry about everybody else. That's why I say stay out of folks' business trying to correct people and fix them and tell them what they should do and can't do and blah, 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 blah. And all these different things. Mind your business. Focus on your generation, right? The bloodline is going to come from behind, that's coming behind you. You teach them love. See, when you teach them love, if we start teaching the generation that's coming behind us love, when they get to the point of where we are and operating in their purpose and in their leadership position, then guess what they're going to do? They're going to change the world, because then they change the frequency. They change the frequency. You can only operate out of an evil place if the frequency is still turned to that. Change the frequency. Even in your life, I tell everybody, follow the love. If you can't follow the love, listen. If there is no love, you don't need to be there. But because society and generations and seeing things and being a product of your environment, you pick up what you believe love is. Nobody look at the definition anymore. What does love mean to you? That's what they always say. What does this mean to you? You see how they change? This is how the enemy come in. He changed words. He changed the way things are. And then people, even therapists, they'll ask you, what does love mean to you? Let's get back to the truth. What is the definition of love? Let's go all the way back to Hebrew. Let's go all the way back to the biblical times. What is love to you? God is love. That is the highest gift of all. That's the definition of it. God. But we changed that to say agape. So nobody can love like God, because we're going to call that agape. You see how words play into everything to have you change the way you see things? So now that you are operating from a place and loving people from a place of what you believe love is, that's why it's not working. That's not why it's not working. Because what I believe love to be and what you believe love to be, now you're telling me I don't love you, and I'm telling you, you don't love me, all because of what I believe it is to be. No, we ain't going off of what we believe is to be. That's why they say there's so many different loves out there. I could tell you I love you. That don't mean that I love you like in wanting to be in a relationship and all. Well, guess what else we learned? Doesn't matter. If that person is operating from a place of what they were taught and what they processed mentally, doesn't matter. Even if the true definition came down, even if God came down, they'll say, well, God, you mean it. I read the Old Testament and you mean. How can you love your people and then you just do this and you do that? And this is what happened. Well, thank you so much. Well, they do that because they don't know any better. This is what they believe love is. That's it. So get to the true definition, especially in communication. Like, I'm in a situation that it is time for me to start communicating with people that I just done cut off. And I'm just like, listen, I ain't got time for it. I don't even, you know what? I don't even know why you still here. Thank you, John Wayne. I don't even know why I want to be. But doors have to be closed. Doors have to be closed. So I have to speak from a truthful place and tell my truth. And the reason why I'm going to tell my truth is because the lie that I told myself about how you may have felt about me, see, that is a lie that I told myself that made me believe this, and it created my truth. But now I'm in a season that I have to listen to understand and not to reply. So listening to understand what this person says instead of saying you're a liar. You know, that's not true. You hurt me. You made me feel. I don't like it. Blah, 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 blah. I have to listen to understand. And then when I listen to understand, then I have to process what I once processed. I processed a lie. Now I have to process the truth, because I can't take your story. I cannot take your glory and never know your story and judge you. Do you hear me? You see people's glory. You don't know their story, but you judge them off their glory. What they've been through, you know nothing about, but you see their glory and you judge them and you tear them down to fit a narrative that you created, which is a lie that you process. Now you're standing on it because you believe it. No, we're not doing that anymore. In this season, it's time to have a conversation, and it's time to say, hey, yay or nay, I like it, I don't like it. I want it, I don't want it. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of relationships, friendships, were destroyed, let's say it that way. Or it could never get off the ground because both parties were living in a place of lies that they created. Because, let me explain something to you. If you're healed, I'm not healed, we're not equally yoked, we will never even, it will never even get to a point that we got to argue about, hey, this ain't going to work. Because if you healed, you ain't even going to give it a chance, because you understand what right looked like. Now you understand truth. So, therefore, if we're both together, it's not toxic. The enemy brought this word and said toxic. And the reason why he said toxic is because, let me turn this on, I'm sorry. The reason why he created the word toxic is it'll keep you from healing. Now, let's talk about that. You just toxic. They done made the word toxic cute. Oh, you just toxic. Oh, okay. Well, I'm still going to do the same thing. I just won't be so animated about it. So I'm healed. No. So what we're going to do in this moment is we're going to identify what the problem is, and we're going to process, from a healed place. But how can you process from a healed place if you don't even know it's a problem? So that's why God is not going to let a healed person be with an unhealed person. So when you get in a relationship and you say it just didn't work, it didn't work because this person is, and then you telling your homegirls your side of the story, he telling his homeboys this side of the story, and both of y'all telling a whole lie because y'all seeing it from a hurt place. So since you're seeing it from a hurt place, when you described it, you just made him seem like he is scum and he's nothing. And when you described, you made it seem like she is just scum and she's nothing. When the whole time, neither one of y'all are what y'all said that each other were. It's just that y'all are processing things from a broken place. And then you process the lie that you told yourself and make it true. It's kind of like when I tell people, listen, keep your opinions to yourself, right? Because a lot of people feel like because they say it and they got a good mouthpiece and they can talk and they got followers, they got this, that, and the third, that is your opinion. You're in a higher position or whatever it is. That's your opinion. You don't force it on anybody to make it fact. That's your opinion. Always keep your boundaries to the point of this is your opinion. It does not make it fact because you believe and another person believes. Because let me tell you about the three people that do believe, right? Because a lot of Christians love to say, well, two or more gather, God is there. So if two of us agree, then God says so. That's not what God says. So what you just told me is us three are very still low vibrational people, and of course we think the same thing. We don't have the knowledge or emotionally intelligent enough to see anything past this level, so it gotta be fact. And God got to be standing in on it. No, it's not God standing, it's the enemy standing in on it, because what you brought was confusion. God don't play like that. He don't have confusion. See, when you come together and two or three of y'all come together or more, there's no confusion. But see, when you with low vibrational, let me explain something to you. So the low vibrational, she done told this one, made him like he the scum of the earth, and then old girl gonna come and say, yeah, why they like that? But this one the wisest of the group, because she like, nah, what you gotta do is you gotta get that joker where he meet him at, and you got to play the role, and you got to do this. And them three right there think that what they're talking about is so important and so profound that it's going to be a success, and it's not a success at all. You guys are low vibrational, and you're gonna constantly be stuck in this little circle of nothing. Constantly going around in a circle. You cannot call yourself growing and sticking around some low vibrational, I'm a product of my environment, I'm gonna beat you at the game before you can beat me. That how you gotta treat a dude, you treat him like he treats you, and then you ain't gotta worry about, oh no, you don't let the girl know you like her, right? And let her chase you, right? No, sir, you're in feminine energy, you're acting like a woman, but at the same time, pump the brakes on that woman. You are over here acting like you somebody pimp, like you got it like that, when this person right here will run you through the dirt. No, y'all go figure it out, have a conversation. So that's the season that I'm in, is learning how to communicate and say exactly what it is I feel, and not feel like they're taking advantage of me. Because of, if I don't tell you how I truly feel, whether you like it or not, whether you take from it or not, if you take from it and want to do better, then great. If you take from it, you don't want to do better, then great. But it is not going to break me, is what I'm saying. In this season of being healed, it's not going to break me. If you don't want me in your life, that's not going to hurt me. But I'm not going to play a game to make you feel like, oh, you gonna chase me. Girl, ain't nobody thinking about you. That's the thing that a lot of you women have to understand. No one's thinking about you. You getting somebody to chase you, he has low self-esteem. You want somebody with low self-esteem to chase you, but didn't have at it. Sir, you want her to chase you, and she got low self-esteem. You want somebody with low self-esteem to chase after you? Then go ahead. I mean, where y'all going? That's not a win. That's not success. That's not something I want to brag about. Hey, this is the girl that's chasing me. And she all whacked up in the head, low self-esteem, crazy, don't know her own worth. I don't want to brag about that. I ain't bragging about no dude that got insecurities and running around here, don't want to be something. Hit him with the Nicky. No. And equally yoked does not mean that y'all got to have the same amount of money. Equally yoked does not mean that, well, I got a degree, you got to do it. Equally yoked does not mean that. Equally yoked means that that man right there is healed and he's operating in his purpose. He's healed and healing, because you can always heal. He's operating his purpose. He's trying to build the generational wealth. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. And that woman over there, she is operating in her purpose. She is healed and healing, and she is trying to create generational wealth. She is doing her thing. See, she's like Ruth in the field. She's minding her business. And that man that's healing and healed, while he's minding his business, he see that the woman is working hard. And as he see that the woman is working hard, he's looking at it like, okay, she could be my as a connector. Wait a minute. We got something in common. We got something in common. We got something in common. Hold on, wait a minute. If I'm building, she building, and he's not looking at it like I'm going to use her. He's looking at it as, if I'm building, she's building. We're all building for the same glory, because remember, Ruth and Boaz, they were some kin. They was building for the same thing. Their generation, their bloodline. Their bloodline. Why not? Come heareth thoueth to meeth right noweth. That's right, boots on the ground. Listen, seriously. Focus on what it is that you got to do. Stop focusing on everybody else. And that's something I had to learn. I always see the negative in everything. I'm sorry, I'm a little hot. So I always see the negative in everything. I'll be talking to someone, I'll be in a relationship, I'll be talking, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, excuse me. Is he trying to get over on me? You know what? Let me go ahead and throw him away. I think he's trying to get over on me. Did he just say something smart to me? Oh, nobody talk back to me. I got to throw him away. Oh, is he playing me? I bet he got a bunch of girlfriends. Leave him alone, because ain't nobody going to play me. I'm going to throw him away. My brother told me, he said, Isha, you just throw the N-words. Throw ninjas away. It's like you collect them and just throw them away. You collect them and say, all right, get out of here. Scram, scat, get out of here. I wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying to. It's just that my insecurities, my low self-esteem, the lies I told myself that I birthed to be true, is what me pushing them away and running from it, or nipping it in the bud and shutting it down. That's what happened. It wasn't the fact that, I mean, because I be pulling them, man. And boy, and I pull some ones and I'm just like, oh my God, don't you ever tell nobody I talk to you. Boy, put your teeth back in your mouth. I don't know what's going on. Roll your teeth back in. Bruh, pull your hairline up. Just put your hat back on. Jeez. Go. Don't tell nobody you know me. I'm telling you. And I had some that was just very handsome. I'm serious. But at the same time, at the end of the day, regardless of who I dated, at the end of it all, I dated them from a broken place, from a low self-esteem place. So I dated them in the season that I was in. So in that season, I was hurting. In that season, I wanted this. And that's what I would date. I didn't care what you looked like. This is what I needed. In this season, I just wanted, like cuddle. I just want somebody that's just going to that love the touchy, cuddle. That's the season in my life that I needed. And after I felt like, okay, I done licked my wounds because I've been broken and hurt. Now I got all the cuddling and the hugs. Now, okay, go away. That's how I was. I dated in the season that I was in because I was dating from a broken place. And so I had to learn that God is not going to bless me with the relationship that I want, because I had to remember that those are his sons as well. The same way that I'm his daughter, those are his sons. And since those are his sons, you ain't gonna play with mine. So let me help you out, little girl. Let me sit you over here. And people say isolate, I say disconnected. So I went through a couple of years, like 5-6 years of not talking to anybody. In my mind, I'm like, I don't want to deal with nobody. I don't want nobody. I'm good. That's not what it was. It was God. He set me down. Like, I'm like, I don't even want to go outside. It wasn't about what I wanted. God did not give me the desire to want to go outside, because all I was doing is about to ruin my life, because he was going to have to put his foot down on me. And he loved me. I think I'm God's favorite. You might be his favorite too, but I think I'm his favorite. You know, just like my dad when I was a little girl. He didn't like whooping me. He didn't like punishing me, getting it. None of that. Because I'm his baby girl. I'm his only daughter. So that made me his favorite daughter. And I come home from school in trouble. Oh, I'm in trouble. I come in, he on the phone with the principal like, oh, you ain't got to worry about it. I'm already giving an excuse. Oh, daddy, they lying. But see, what he didn't know is that I was playing both of them, because I tell the teacher at school, I would do it like this. I don't care about you calling my mama. Call my mama. But don't call my daddy. And they like, oh, no, I'm calling you daddy. Great. That's who I want you to call. Because that mama gonna knock my head between the washer and dryer. And I ain't gonna be able to get it out until my dad get home. So call him. So when he called, but it was the point that he got fed up and he finally whooped me. And I remember looking at him. I can't believe, like, you ain't gonna hit the bed this time and just tell me to cry? You ain't just gonna hit the steps and have my mama think, oh, you really doing, you really doing this? Oh. And I just remember walking over there, and he took a deep breath, grabbed my arm, got the belt, and he hit me with the belt. And I looked at him. I didn't scream or nothing, because I was a G. I looked at him, and he looked at me. And I looked at him, and he looked at me. Sound like I'm about to remake the R. Kelly, Turned Around. I'm serious. I was just like, it was no words to be said, and he let me go because it hurt him. He always would say that it's going to hurt me more than it hurt you. And it hurt him more than it hurt me, but he don't understand. Like, I'm stuck like, I can't believe you whooped me. Like, dang, like, I felt like I messed up. I messed up a good thing. I messed up a good thing. But no, but on seriousness, you have to know where it is that you stand and what it is and what you process and how to process things. And that's part of healing. And you just got to be true to yourself. And in this season of my life, I'm just being very truthful about how I feel about things, the things I love, the people I love, and what it is that I want out of life. What's going on, William? Listen. because I have a personality that I love to laugh and joke, so I throw all of my little jokes here and there. But y'all, thank y'all for the likes, thank y'all for the shares. But no, I want you guys to start processing what it is. Write it down. And like I said, your first session of life coaching with me, go to my website, book a I should have some opening. Book you a life coaching session, and I gotta open that calendar more too, because I have more time now. I've freed up some more time. And the first session is free, and if I can help you, I'm gonna recommend you to someone that can, right? And if you haven't got the book, it's Trinity Walk to Self-Love. Go to Walmart, Amazon, or Barnes & Noble website, get your book. And if my booking site is full, DM me and I can get you what you need. Once again, you guys, I love you guys. Remember to pour into yourself and pour into others. If no one told you today, I want to tell you right now, I love you and I'm super proud of you. I want you guys to take in everything that I say. Listen, apply the things that need to be applied. You don't apply everything. Everything that I say, don't try and apply it to make it fit you. Be the best version of you. All I want you to do is look at what you've been processing all these years of your life, right? You've been a product of your environment. This is what people are, and this is what's been done in my generation, so I want to continue to do it. Stop getting so angry with men. Men, I need you to start listening, because a lot of men were raised by single women. So the way they react comes off feminine because of the fact that's what their environment was. They grew up that way. And guess what? The other dudes acted that way too, because they homeboys, mama, they grew up with just a mama in the household. Because a lot of men stand in feminine energy and don't know it. But that's not your job to go say, you stand in feminine energy, Coach Nye told me. No. You just understand what energy he's standing in. You do not get in masculine energy. You stay in your energy. Stay in your energy. And you disconnect. Women, the reason why most of y'all are in masculine energy, because you were raised in a one-woman household. She was always in masculine energy, okay? Because they're more of a disciplinary than an emotional being of love, because they had to work, meaning our mothers were more like fathers, because they didn't have time to tell us, hey, good job, this, that. No, they get to business. I'm out here working. You get out there, you do this, you do this, you do this. And guess what, women? They're going to be even harder on you because of the fact they're only teaching you from the shoes that they're in right now. Understand that. Heal that masculine energy. Identify where it comes from. My masculine energy, I was trying to fight everybody. I wanted to fight everybody. Oh, especially a dude. I would attract men to want to come up against me. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm about to give you this two-piece real quick. I got to move fast so they don't hit me back. But, I had to learn it was just that they were in feminine energy coming towards me as a woman. And then I got in masculine energy as a woman because I seen them as a man. So I wanted to be toe-to-toe. I gave it equal playing ground when there was no equal playing ground at all. So it's not about what you are. It's about energy. They do be doing foul stuff, but it's okay. And as I keep teaching women, y'all stop getting up in these men's face. Stop running up on these dudes and expecting to keep your front teeth. Stop running up on these dudes just because society told you men should hit women. That man do not follow the law. If you don't want to get your head knocked between the washer and the dryer, or the refrigerator and the cabinet. You see, I didn't say refrigerator. I said refrigerator. The refrigerator in the cabinet. Just stop running up on these men. Identify. This is a grown man. I'm not arguing with him. This is not equal playing ground. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Step away. Let that man be great. Go and find you somebody else. Okay? But also understand, you got to look at when you're dating people and meeting people, what season of your life are you in? I've met people when I was in a broken season of my life, and they judged me off of that. And that's who, in their mind, they process that that's who I am, which they processed a lie, because that's not who I am. That's who I was in that season. I was going through things. So stop processing people of the season that they're going in life. Stop judging them on that season that they have going on in their life. Understand, not all men, but some men, when they're in their feminine energy, they're coming from a place of hurt, but they don't realize that they're hurt. And it is not your job to fix them. It is their job to allow God in to fix them. You are not a fixer, ladies. Sir, you are not a fixer, sir. That is not your job to fix that woman. That is not your job to fix that man. Your job is to operate and do you, and then they'll want to do better. And your person, if he's not healed and you start healing, then he'll start healing. If you're working out and you're going to the gym, guess what? He's going to start going to the gym. Y'all may not be in contact with each other. You start a business and you doing well, then guess what? He's going to start a business and do well. Women, it just happens for us first. That's just what it is, and that's just how it is, and that's okay. It is not for you to say, oh, he trying to do what I'm doing. No, ain't nobody trying to do nothing that your little funky tail doing. What he's doing is getting his life together, because your person, when you light the flame in you and start operating in your purpose, you light the flame for each other. Remember, a woman was created to help. We wasn't created to be anything else. We weren't created to be above, below. We was created to be equal here at the rib, because what do we protect? The rib. I told you, when a woman heals, she goes within. She heals her inside, meaning she learns how to love. She learns how beautiful she is. She heals the insecurity. She heals all the hurt that's within her. She heals her heart as she taps in spiritually. A man heals the outside, and he cut loose everybody that he once knew. He don't want nothing to do with them. Y'all can go about your business. You know, he start creating his generational wealth, the creativity, the ideas, and everything. He don't know how to heal the inside, and because he don't know how to heal the inside, that is what a helpmate do. Because here we go, she's healed on the inside, he's healed on the outside. She's not healed on the outside. People are still trying to destroy her, but she knows now that, okay, I tried dating again, and I'm not going to buckle, and I'm not going to cry, and I'm not going to fall. What I'm going to do is, I know what to do now. I know I need to identify what happened, process it, and let it go, okay? And I need to go. That's because she's healed. So when they come together, she's going to, because she's healed in the inside, she's going to go within him. That's why I always felt like I just wanted to, you know, just get in his skin and just zip myself up to be protected, because of the fact everything was coming here, was attacking me here. And I was healed on the inside, so I went within. And I healed. And now that he's healed, he can protect my outside, and I can go within and protect his heart. So anyway, I gotta go. I was supposed to be closing a long time ago. I love you guys, and I'm so proud of you, and I wish you the best. If you need a life coach, reach out to me. Reach out to me. Let me know. Thank you for the follow. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for rocking with me. And tomorrow I'm going to be on. I'm going to try and come on every day. Well, I'm not going to try. I'm coming on as long as God tell me that I got to be on here. I'm gonna be on here. So I'm sorry, y'all. The tip of my nose itch right here, and that's just my little cues when I be doing what I'm supposed to do. I always get like a little nose itch at the tip, and it's just like my little confirmation, but whatever. So I love you guys. I love you guys, and I hope I was able to teach you something, you guys. So rock with me. Let others know, share it, let others know, and also go subscribe to my YouTube. I upload all the TikTok lives on YouTube. And so you too, William, thank you so much. And I'm going to start working on my content for the podcast season 2. So I have my season 1, which there's no visuals. That was my first season of doing podcasts, and I did upload it. YouTube 9, I did upload it on YouTube. So you guys, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. And once again, I love you, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much. Coach Nye out. Bye.